Lou gets on top of Abner and dances. He does this all the time. I don't know what it is about it. Abner doesn't seem to mind either. He usually just lays there and lets him do it. He jumps up there, dances, and gets off. I don't know why he does it, but he does.
So this is my buddy Lou. This is the baddest silky rooster you will ever meet. Alan says his name should be Bad Leroy Brown. He's pitiful, y'all. Y'all see his little cone? And he don't have very many feathers. And that is because he attacks the guineas. He gets after the guineas and they pluck him. But he will get them guineas, and then if another rooster is attacking one of the grandkids, he comes out of nowhere. He'll be in the bottom of the pasture, and here he'll come. And he attacks those other roosters. He don't want them messing with his kids. But he is the sweetest baby. He's just, hey, don't bite me though. See, he's usually very sweet. But he won't stay on. I've had him too long. Yeah, he comes to me every morning to get his food. So he is, we put him up for about a month and he actually got some of his feathers back, but he had one little feather that curled out, just one. When you shake his tail, it was just one little feather. So you can say hello? Tell him, say hello. He's so ugly, he's so cute.
Boogie day. And he ain't wearing no clothes. Oh, yes, they call him.
Dawson, you're locked in. I don't care. You're at the eye. Oh, yeah.
What you eating good? Them good stuff? I got just a couple of green beans left on my vine. Ain't enough to even can or cook, so she seems to love them. Let's see if Bruno likes them too. I bet old Bruno does. You like that? You want one? No? You just want her. Here. She says, I'll eat them. My sweet little Houdini is sick. He doesn't feel good. This weather's been crazy. It's been so hot and humid during the day, but it's getting down and a little cooler at night, and I'm pretty sure that's what's making him feel bad, but he's being treated. Oh, Abner likes them. You dropped it, bud. Here. Good stuff, huh? Where's Daisy Mae? I can't believe she's not over here wanting anything. This is what we're going through. You chasing the lady, Bruno? You chasing the ladies? Bruno's smelling his ladies. He will be the next one that's bred to our doe. Cash, the one over here behind Bruno, he is the daddy of Houdini. But the next time we breed her, we will breed her with Bruno. But we don't talk about Bruno.
Houdini, you're not supposed to be in that. You don't know how to make t-shirts.
So Houdini wasn't feeling well outside, and he was running a little bit of a fever, so he's come in to stay with us, just so I can keep an eye on him, make sure his fever stays down. He is probably just this going from severe hot, humid to a little cool at night, and been raining for the past couple of days, so I'm sure it's got him. His little system messed up, so he seems to be feeling okay though. He sure likes my t-shirt prints. So undoubtedly he likes the heat. He keeps going over there and sticking his head against it. It's not cold here for me to use a heater. I just work with epoxy, and it helps that epoxy to cure, so I keep a heater on in my office. And undoubtedly he is enjoying it right now. So here we are at the end of August. And all of our tomatoes are just now starting to ripe. We had a terrible time with our garden. Like, our squash hardly put out anything. Our zucchini, not really enough for me to even can. It just gave us enough to cook for dinner. And now my squash, I had a little bit of it to where I could freeze it, because I make squash fries. If you've never had squash fries, you need to try them. I'll fry some up one night and let y'all see how it does. But for the people who has kids that won't eat squash because it's smushy or squishy, that's what the kids say, it's smushy and squishy. But you fry it up like you do French fries, cut it like potato wedges, fry it up, and it makes them crunchy like French fries. Kids will eat them then, or my grandkids do. They tear them up. There's another red one. There's another one over here, baby, another ripe one. Yeah, just get the red ones. You leave the green ones.
Like this one?
Yeah.
It has a little green.
Yeah, look, right over here's one.
Coming.
No, you should stay. Xander, don't step right there, baby. You're in my garden.
Oh.
Yeah, get in the ditch.
Santa, get that. Santa, get that other first one. Santa, get that other one.
Pick that one up, bud. All right, there you go. All
I
right.
think I see one tiny one.
So the fall garden is already planted. I got it planted a couple of days ago before all this rain come in, and I did okra, I did cabbage, lettuce, green onions. I did some squash because I read somewhere that you could plant squash again, so we're going to try so I can get some more squash, hopefully enough to can this time, since I got a little bit frozen from the last garden. So we'll just see. I got my poor green beans are finally, I think, played out. I think they're done. I'm just going to take it done, and then I'm going to till that little area up, and I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there. Maybe some turnip greens. We don't eat turnip greens. Yes, I'm a southern girl who does not eat turnip greens. I don't even like the smell of them, y'all. In all honesty, they will make me gag. They're awful. I can't stand them. And I know that's unusual for somebody who lives in the South, but I do not like turnip greens at all. I know some of y'all are probably going, you don't need to let that dog do that. Y'all, this rooster terrorizes her. He jumps on her. He spurs her. He is constantly after her. And so she lets him have it too. She usually don't grab him. She don't mess with him, but she'll play with him. But he'll get her. He's cut her before. Well, when they get in their standoff. he'll chase her. That's why she runs around and around, because he'll chase her. He does the grandkids that way too. He chases them. Oh, here comes Abner. Abner's nosy. He's got to see what's going on. Where'd he go, Pop? Where'd he go? Where'd he go, Poppy? Oh, y'all see her? She hears her daddy. Her daddy's home. She says, "Ooh, I hear my daddy's truck." Bo, are you letting him pet you? I thought you didn't like anybody but me.
He likes me as long as I ain't trying to ride him. All right.
Some days. When Alan put his halter on him, he wanted to act crazy, and they went for a tumble down the hill and a roll, and he took him for a ride. Fresh hay. When the bully of the yard finds out that there's no hay out, he runs everybody off. That's why we have hay bins everywhere, because he's the bully. He won't let nobody have any. So they have to have their own hay bin. And you just use what you got laying around, and that's an old clothes hamper at the bottom of it cut out. Here's Nosy Tail, or attention bug, I guess you would say. He's got to have all the attention. He's being picky today. So I'll tell you a little bit about Bo. Bo is my spirit animal. The donkey is my spirit animal. My husband says I'm extremely stubborn, and well, you know, they are too. But ever since I was a little kid, I've just had a liking for donkeys. I don't know why, but I always said growing up, I will one day own a miniature donkey. And here he is. He's called what they call a Jerusalem donkey. And see, he has the cross on his back. And a lot of people don't know what that cross is for. Well, the donkey carried the pregnant Mary that was pregnant with Jesus to Bethlehem. And then the donkey carried Jesus into the city on Palm Sunday. Now, there is a book out about, it's about a donkey. And of course, everybody's heard of the wonky donkey, but this is not the wonky donkey. This is the donkey that nobody could ride. And it is about a donkey who feels worthless and helpless because he's so little that he just can't do anything. He can't pull the cart, and he couldn't do this, and he couldn't do that. So he just felt worthless, like he wasn't made for anything. But y'all, that is the donkey that carried Jesus into the city on Palm Sunday. So a friend of mine had this book, and she read it to her son while I was at Bible study. And that book, I can't explain how that book grabbed a hold of me, but it did. And so I highly recommend, I'll stick a picture up. It's called The Donkey That Nobody Could Ride. You can just order them off Amazon. I actually found mine at a little store in Natchez, Mississippi, and I bought all the grandkids one. And they love it. That's one of their favorite stories when they stay the night at Nana's. Is can we read the story about Bo? And then where we got Bo's name from. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Star. It's a little cartoon about the birth of Jesus. And the donkey's name that carried Mary's name is Bo. So that's where his name came from. Those ears. It's a beautiful evening. It's not too hot out here. It's nice, actually. The view off of our front yard.
Look at that sky. How pretty it is with the sun beaming through. Man, ain't God good? He's so good. His beauty is amazing. There is one of my little flower beds. My hosta is like crazy. I dug some of this hosta up at my mom's a couple years ago and just kept planting little pieces, digging it up, planting it until I got it all through here. We had it on one on the backside, but we tore all that up and built a garage. And but we had pigs. We had 8 little piglets, and they broke out of their pen and got out of the pasture and got in the yard. And y'all, they tore this little flower bed up. It had a lot of medicinal plants in it, herbs, just all kinds of stuff, and they tore it up. They just demolished it. I've got in here and fixed it the best I could, but nothing like it was. And then we had a big storm that came through, and it sort of blowed everything over. But I have this one plant. I was told it's called a Texas Star. Alan's grandfather gave this to me before he passed away, and I don't know the name of it, and I've only ever seen one, and nobody knew what it was. But it does a pink flower, and it looks like a 5-pointed star. But here is the leaves on it. It blowed over and broke it. But I don't know the name, and I would love to have several of them. And I've tried to seed them, but I haven't had any luck. And that was a couple years ago. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to get out here and get some of the seeds up and see if I can grow some. This heat just, my poor hydrangeas and everything's just, it looks pitiful. And just really couldn't afford to just keep watering everything through this drought we had. But this is my little flower bed. It's got a lot of work. Got to get done on it. And then these I'm embarrassed for you to see because I hadn't done anything with them. But once my strawberries died out, I got to get out here and pull them. But the strawberries did pretty good. This was the first year I've ever growed strawberries ever. And I'd seen all these green stalk planters, and they're a little out of my budget for right now. So I seen this on TikTok, y'all. This these stacked flower pots. So I found them and built me one, and it worked good. We had strawberries like crazy, but I didn't get to make anything out of them because the grandkids would come by and pick all of them off and eat them while they were playing outside. So, and then that's my little spot. I'm trying to kill grass. It ain't working too good, but we're trying. These are the raised beds that the pigs demolished. They got in them and tore everything. They did this within a night, y'all. They got out and tore them all up. That's why we were like, pigs are gone. We do not want to be pig farmers. But they left a couple of the cantaloupes, and one tomato plant is growing in there. And then this I seen somewhere, and I don't even remember where I seen it. When you can pineapples, and I canned a lot of pineapple this year. I brought 2 of the tops and brought them out here and stuck them in the dirt, and y'all, I got pineapples growing. How about that? And then I had this was my purple carrots. And they're still looking okay, but the pigs tore the bags up, tore what all was in there out. Just darn pigs. But we had a good little storm last night too. We're getting all kinds of rain, which is good now, but we needed it when we were trying to grow our food. With this drought we had, I had planted some gourds. And y'all, they had gotten to where they were looking awful. And I watered these things. And Poppy, she has to walk everywhere with me. And they were awful. And then the past week, they have just like took off. And I've got some little bitty birdhouse gourds in there. There's one little one, and then there's two over there, yeah. But I planted loofah in here with them, and I gotta get out here and pull the dead off. But I've been slacking, y'all. I had surgery, and we got sick, and so everything around here is just took a backside for about 3 to 4 weeks. So, but that's our gourd. It's on a cattle panel, and
my sister built a retaining wall out of these cattle panels, and she bent them to like a box shape, and she filled them full of riffraff, that big old rock that you see on the side of the interstates. And so I got all the what she cut off of the cattle panel, because she only needed them a certain height, and so I've made trellises out of them for lots of things. But y'all should see her retaining wall that she made. It is beautiful. I will post a picture up here. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, I showed y'all the air conditioner. But I'll do a little picture up here so y'all can see. It's an idea. I don't know where she got the idea from, but my sister is unbelievable what she builds. She is she's a carpenter. Girl can build anything. My mom's that way too. I didn't get that side. I got the more of the painting creativity eye. They got to build the stuff, but my husband is my builder. He builds all my stuff for me.
Thank you for watching our goats. I hope you have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe.
Thanks, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. This is JC and Xander, our grandkids. And as Xander said, make sure you give us a thumbs up, like us, and subscribe us. We'll see you next week. Jesus loves
Love
you.
Jesus loves you.